Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. Let's set the stage. Last spring, the Lakers stunned the basketball world by trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. On paper, the move created a new Big Three pairing with LeBron, but in practice it exposed a glaring flaw. LA simply couldn't fit two max contract superstars plus another elite piece under the salary cap. When the playoffs arrived, the Timberwolves exploited that gap, and the Lakers bowed out in 5 games. Now, front office boss Rob Pelinka has publicly vowed to do whatever it takes to bring LeBron his 5th championship. But the hard truth is, without creative cap engineering, adding that third star is nearly impossible. Could LeBron James really be on his way out of Los Angeles? That's the buzz rippling through NBA circles after veteran reporter Rachel Nichols dropped a bombshell. LeBron may need to accept a pay cut or even decline his player option to allow the Lakers to build a championship roster without him. Tonight, we unpack that explosive theory and what it could mean for both LeBron's future and the Lakers' title hopes. Tonight, we're diving deep into one of the most talked-about conversations in NBA circles. Should LeBron James, entering his 23rd season, accept a significant pay cut to help the Lakers retool around him and rising star Luka Doncic? The idea may sound unthinkable for a 4-time MVP and one of the highest-paid athletes in history, but veteran reporter Rachel Nichols recently made a compelling case, one that has ignited debates from Long Beach to Las Vegas. Enter Rachel Nichols, who suggested on her podcast that perhaps LeBron should consider taking less money next season. He currently holds a $52.6 million player option for 2025 to 26, a stunning figure even by NBA standards. Nichols pointed out that in the NFL, Tom Brady famously accepted pay cuts in 2010 and 2011 to allow the Patriots to build swarms of talent around him, ultimately resulting in more championships. LeBron has earned every dollar he's ever made, and then some, Nichols argued. But championships are priceless. By accepting a haircut, he could clear enough cap space to add a true third star or defensive anchor alongside himself and Luka. Think about the math. With Doncic locked in for 2 more years at roughly $45 million per season, LA's cap is already drained by nearly $100 million. Factor in existing extensions for Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves, and there's virtually zero wiggle room. But if LeBron restructured or declined that massive option in favor of, say, a $30 million salary under a new multi-year deal, the Lakers might open up $20 to $25 million of capability, enough to pursue an impact two-way big man or veteran wing. Consider the possibilities. What if LA could make a play for someone like Giannis Antetokounmpo or Bam Adebayo? Or pivot to a sign-and-trade for Anthony Edwards or a trade package for a defensive stopper like Clint Capella? That extra cap relief could be the difference between a first-round exit and a deep postseason run. And it wouldn't just be about star power. Mid-level exception targets, solid role players, tough perimeter defenders, game-changing shooters would suddenly become achievable. Of course, this is no small ask. LeBron's current deal is the richest of his career, and his decision to opt in or out has massive ramifications for his legacy and family life in Los Angeles. He has built a thriving off-court brand, philanthropic initiatives like the I Promise School, and his eldest son Bronny gears up for his own college and eventual NBA journey in two-hoop territory here in LA. Yet imagine the off-season chatter. If LeBron surprised everyone, declined his player option by the June 29th deadline, and presented Pelinka with a proposal, "Give me less money, and I'll help you bring the pieces we need to win together." Could LeBron follow Brady's lead and embrace a title-first mentality? What if he signs a 3-year $90 million deal with lower annual payouts but additional team options? Or opts for a veteran minimum plus incentives structure, freeing up maximum contracts for others? The optics would be unprecedented. the greatest player of his generation willingly sacrificing short-term gain for long-term glory. It would send a message to the entire locker room, the fan base, and the league. I'm all in on winning in LA. Now, could this conversation actually happen? Sources say Pelinka and LeBron's camp have kept channels open, discussing every angle of next year's cap sheet. Some Lakers executives privately admit they've modeled scenarios with LeBron at various salary levels, running numbers on what additional star or rotation pieces suddenly become options. And rumor has it that at least one team around the league reached out to test the waters, wondering if the Lakers would indeed entertain a second superstar or all-defensive big fronting their attack. It all begins with a stunning suggestion from Nichols, who argued that the four-time MVP, who holds a $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season, might have to shrink his staggering salary if he truly wants one more ring. After Lucy. Angeles stunned the world by trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, then promptly bowed out in 5 games to the Timberwolves. The Lakers' front office faces a brutal truth. You simply can't fit 2 max superstars plus a third star under the current cap. And without that third star, a lockdown center, a defensive wing, or another offensive dynamo, the Lakers' window to genuine title contention may slam shut. Could LeBron's own wallet be the key to reopening it? Nichols pointed out the precedent. In the NFL, where Tom Brady famously took pay cuts in 2010 and 2011 to allow the Patriots to surround him with playmakers and defensive talent, ultimately yielding 2 more Super Bowl titles. LeBron has earned every dollar he's ever made, and then some, Nichols explained, but championships aren't purchased in a bank account. They're won on the court. By taking a haircut, he could free up cap space to add that missing. Peace. With Doncic signed through 2027 at roughly $45 million per year and extensions looming for role players Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves, the Lakers currently have less than 0 wiggle room. But if LeBron restructures, whether by converting his 2025-26 option into a multi-year deal with lower annual salaries, or declining it outright in exchange for a new deal, LA might magically find itself $20 to $30 million richer in cap space. Imagine the ripple effects. Pelinka and GM. Rob Pelinka could chase a true rim protector, maybe Jaren Jackson Jr. or Nick Claxton, or swing a trade for a star like Anthony Edwards or Anthony Davis's reunion. Alternatively, they could max out a 2-way stud, pursue free agents like Clint Capella or John Collins, and fill out the bench with quality shooters and perimeter defenders. Suddenly, the Lakers wouldn't be forced to choose between building around LeBron and building around Doncic. They'd have both, plus the complementary cast needed to win in the 2020s. Of course, this is no small request. At 40, LeBron has a thriving brand in LA, endorsements, his I Promise school, a sprawling family life, and his son Bronny's college career unfolding just miles from Staples Center. Uprooting all of that for a lower payday seems unlikely on the surface. Yet insiders whisper that Pelinka's spreadsheet has scenarios for LeBron at various salary tiers, scenarios that suddenly make him the highest-paid role player rather than the highest-paid superstar. And if the Lakers can convince LeBron that this move gives him a genuine shot at a 5th ring, perhaps even 2 more before he retires, maybe his competitive fire will outweigh the financial hit. But what about LeBron himself? He's never been afraid of taking bold steps. Remember his Decision TV special in 2010, shocking the world by joining Miami? This might be his most surprising pivot yet. After all, the ticking clock of Father Time never stops. If the choice is between playing a 23rd season with an under-resourced roster or reshaping his own contract to build a championship machine, which path best cements his legacy? In the next segment, we'll break down the numbers, explore specific trade targets and free agent fits, and debate whether LeBron taking a pay cut is fantasy or feasible. But first, drop a comment. Would you support LeBron taking less money to help assemble his ideal Lakers roster alongside Luka? Let me know below. So here's the question for Lakers Nation. Would you be okay with LeBron James taking less money to help assemble his ideal Lakers roster alongside Luka? Is the sacrifice of dollars worth the chance to chase history together? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This debate is just heating up, and we want to hear from you. Could LeBron James actually follow Doncic's signature, ink a pay, cut, and transform his next contract into a championship-building tool? Let's delve deeper into how that might look on the books and on the court. First, the mechanics. Under the current CBA, LeBron has until June 29th to opt in or out of his $52.6 player option for 2025-26. If he opts out and then signs a new contract, for example, a 4-year deal averaging $35 million per season, the Lakers instantly shed roughly $15 million from their 2025-26 cap hit. Alternatively, he could convert his option into a front-loaded deal, taking back-loaded salaries that drop in year 1, preserving cap flexibility immediately. Either path frees enough space to absorb a max-level third star or several high-impact role players without forcing LA into luxury tax hell. Imagine the Lakers filling that newfound space. Jaren Jackson Jr. at 5 years $150 million to anchor the paint. A veteran sharpshooter like Joe Harris or Seth Curry on a 3-year $40 million deal to spread the floor. Plus depth pieces. Think a Draymond Green reunion on a bargain contract, or a multi-year pact with a defensive glue guy like Matisse Thybulle. Suddenly, the Lakers overhaul their roster, transforming from a two-man show into a fully loaded, three-headed monster capable of matching up with the Suns, Nuggets, or a reinvented Warriors brigade. But beyond dollars and cents lies the basketball. Ethos. LeBron at 40 is no longer about gargantuan scoring nights. He's about clutch defense, playmaking, leadership, and gut-checking his teammates. A restructured deal would allow him to embrace that evolution, ceding ball domination minutes to Doncic and the new third star, while focusing on the moments that define playoff legacies. Chase down blocks in Game 7, second-effort lobs in the closing seconds, vivid mentorship from the sideline. In effect, the Lakers would be saying, "We respect your legacy, King. Now help us build the next chapter." Of course, some critics will scoff. LeBron is the Lakers' biggest asset. Why? Should he pay to stay? They'll ask. But sports history favors those who make sacrifices for championships. Brady's cuts, Jordan's acceptance of limited roles alongside Pippen, LeBron himself in Miami adjusting his game for the Heat's Big Three. If LeBron truly wants ring, No. 5 with the Lakers, he must outthink the salary cap as shrewdly as he outplays opponents on the court. And let's not forget the ripples beyond Los Angeles. A LeBron pay cut sets a precedent. Max superstars might become more willing to tweak contracts for title pursuits, fundamentally shifting free agency dynamics. Teams no longer balk at building super teams because of salary constraints, and players view cap flexibility as a tool for legacy crafting. The NBA's balance of power could tilt yet again, with the Lakers, or another franchise that learns from this play, dictating market trends. But will LeBron bite the bullet? That depends on his view of winning versus earning. Does he prioritize another banner over his career earnings record? Does he relish the challenge of orchestrating one more dynasty? Or will he stay loyal to the deal he already signed, expecting the front office to work their magic within the existing cap framework? Only he can decide. What do you think, Lakers fans? Would you back LeBron taking a pay cut to build a championship roster around himself and Doncic? Or should he remain the highest-paid player, trusting GM Rob Pelinka and coach J.J. Redick to piece together the supporting cast? Let us know in the comments below. Your insight matters. If you enjoyed this deep dive into LeBron's potential pay cut strategy and what it could mean for the Lakers' future, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest NBA analysis. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay hooked.